this last concept kind of continues off of one of the others earlier, being that this is a constant push. And so when you're pushing, I pretty much mostly focus on pushing on my right side, pushing once I catch the hammer as far back as possible, pushing down around, and then my lift, I don't want to pull my finish, but I'm going to lift and push the hammer into the field. Now this is a more advanced concept. I would think it's more advanced, as I still don't have it down, and I've only started doing it just a very little bit. But I got a cue from Jake Sullivan, and I've got to talk with a couple other guys, but pushing across the back on the left side. So normally I'm going to push from here all the way to here, and then it's going to kind of come weightless for a minute, and I'm going to come back around and catch. But if we think about it, if we can accelerate for 360 degrees, we're going to get a lot more acceleration. So when I'm going into, for me, I do it in my third wind, because otherwise I get too out of control, I get too much speed, and I miss my low point, and it's a crap throw. I'll sometimes try this concept a little bit at the end of a games, or if I'm in extra throws, or if it's my third throw and I've got to go big. What I'll do is I'll finish my second wind, I'll push, and then going into my third chop, I will now take my left hand on long on the left side and push across the top. And what that does is gives me so much more speed leading into this last final push to lift that I personally cannot control it very well. It's either a hit or miss for me right now. It's not something I've got down. It's something to work on in the future. But I love the concept, because then it continues my application of force, not just, let's say, 270 degrees, but it also finishes that last 90 degrees. It finishes that 360 degrees of push. So I'm going to take one more throw here. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to actually try to actively push right going into my third chop and finish. So I'm going to really try to push across the top with my left. I noticed in one of these other videos, I was actually still a little short on my left side. Could be that I'm not used to throwing without blades and I'm having to counter a little bit funny. It does feel a little weird. I feel myself being short, but we'll try to lengthen it out, and I'll really try to push on this one. In the trees. That's a good one to end on.